Here are the horoscopes for the week of the 7th to the 13th of November 2016. We have a lot going on this week, so taking it day by day. If you'd like to see these horoscopes written up, then please come and find me on www.astrozo.com in the stars this week. But taking things step by step, on Monday and Tuesday we have the Sun passing over the middle degree of Scorpio, and this is when we align to the Milky Way. The Milky Way was said to be the soul's path, and this point in the zodiac was called the Golden Gateway. This is when souls were said to leave and go back up the sacred river that is the Milky Way, back up to Source. And the Silver Gateway, at the same degree of Taurus, aligning to the other end of the Milky Way, was said to be the point where souls came in. So we still have this Samhain energy around. We have this elongated period where we feel that we're between places, where things can be quite hazy, and we do need to make sure that we're energetically very vibrant and radiant, so we're not picking up anybody else's energies at this time. So feeling centered, feeling connected, and feeling our multi-lifetime perspective that we're a soul that's come here and that we are actually experiencing, feeding back and contributing to the experience here is very powerful at this time, where we've come from and where we're going to. We can get caught in thinking single lifetime, conveyor belt kind of thoughts. I should have done this by now. I haven't achieved something on a set timeline that I've designed for myself. I don't compare very well to the one-size-fits-all dynamic. So Monday and Tuesday is a good day to have a look at your own timeline, at your own energy, and what you feel you've come here to experience and to report back, your soul expression on the physical plane. By Wednesday we have Mars moving into Aquarius, and this will be quite interesting, especially for America, because they will have a new president on Tuesday the 8th. There's a very interesting synchronicity there with that election going on during the time of the Milky Way alignment. So Mars into Aquarius is a very rebellious, break-free energy. Mars coming out of Capricorn, which can be, on one level, the establishment, what's been built up, the structure, the old. And then Mars into Aquarius saying we need to break free, we need to keep things relevant to this time spiral, and we need to break a few of the rules really. We need to think with vision of what we're calling in and what we want for the new cycle. So from now until the winter solstice we will have Mars in Aquarius really lighting up that fire inside, that purity, that knowledge, that wisdom, that visionary aspect of ourselves, and breaking down anything that is overstructured, that's confining us, that's limiting us, and that's keeping us trapped. So it's very electrical current. This Mars is fire and Aquarius is the electric body on one level, and this can be a little bit shocking, but sometimes we just need to blast away anything of density and anything that's limiting us. So we have a long period now on the run up to the winter solstice with this rebel energy, so thinking differently, acting differently, but coming from a place of pure truth and of pure vision, rather than just following the old ways. So what a difference if they'd had an election on this day. Would the votes be different? Would there have been a different energy with just one day's difference in that voting over there in the USA? So by Thursday we're starting to have a look at what's real. We're starting to question things and return to the basic core truths. So anything that's not right will need to go now, and we can ask ourselves some very simple questions in any situation. Is it valuable? Is it kind? Is it necessary? And seek the simple solution. Then coming into the weekend we have two aspects. So I've written Mercury up early, as that's the quicker energy. I've written that up for Friday, and that's Mercury leaving Scorpio and going into Sagittarius. So Mercury, like Scorpio, likes to dig into the psychology, into the subconscious, into the dark places, and bring things out to light. Now that's done, we're moving into Sagittarius, where those things can be spoken, expressed and broadcast. So we have a very vocal aspect, a very truthful aspect. Sagittarius is a very straight shooter, no messing around. So we can tune into what we've learnt, and we can now start to express it on point, with simplicity and with deep tone and amplification as well, because Sagittarius loves to expand. So knowing that our words and our thoughts have power, make sure you're speaking the truth, make sure you're to the point, make sure you've done your research, and then amplify and express that vibration and command things into being. And that energy takes us all the way through to the 3rd of December. So very honest, very truthful, very expansive combination there. And then by the weekend we have Venus going into Capricorn. So lots of activity in the last signs of the zodiac. Venus into Capricorn. This anchors us in our real deep value, in our integrity and in our heart, and what's lasting, what's of lasting worth. And through steady application we can turn that into reality. We can return to what supports us, what nourishes us, our backbone, our strength, our dignity and our honour during this phase, which takes us through to the 8th of December, and really centre ourselves within that hearty, steady, solid energy of Venus in Capricorn. So really lots going on. There's a gentleness to the beginning of the week as we have a look at ourselves on a much bigger level, on a soul journey level. And then the quickening comes in by the middle of the week, when Mars goes into Aquarius and asks us to challenge what's been going on and to step forwards bravely, not to be afraid to break down anything outdated, but to know with vision and passion what we want to replace it with. Gives us the electrical charge to do that, and then take what we've learnt with Mercury and Scorpio and express it with purity and generosity with Mercury in Sagittarius, coming from the heart with Venus in Capricorn, which will help us to rebuild a new structure, but something that's supporting from the inside, and something that's actually heartfelt and real and lasting. Looking into our legacy, if we have come here to contribute, then what is that legacy? And let's start to rebuild from the inside out. So those are the horoscopes for this week, and I'll see you next week. Like I say, if you'd like to have a look at the daily write-ups, please visit my website astrozo.com in the stars this week. I'll post those on a daily basis so that we can tune in and work with the right thing at the right time. If you'd like to place that in your chart, then do come to me for a chart reading, because everybody will be feeling these energies in a different part of their life. So once we deal with our unique birth plan, our soul plan, we can actually see where we can activate these energies within us and create within our own lives. There's also the Facebook group where we can discuss these things in greater detail and compare notes and learn together. But if you'd like to learn on your own, then I also have a foundation course, a full astrology course, 3 tarot courses, 2 courses to work with the moon cycles, and 1 course to work with the elements and how to energize your space and manifest into your world. So for any of that, please do contact me, zoehines7@gmail.com.